God has given me a gift that is far like bigger than me, you know. So I think I'm focused so much on using that gift to give back, you know, and um, I don't focus on my gift as something solely for me. You know, I look at it more as something that I have to give to others, you know, because music is healing, you know, so it can never just be my own thing.
I go by the name Kgau Lepara, and let's have fun together.
So there's this page on I think Instagram. There's like kind of getting 012 dictionary, I think. So they often like explain terms and whatnot. So this other friend of mine, Evil, what happened? I can't remember exactly what happened. So I saw that definition and then it says something around the words. Lapara is someone who's able to achieve things that are often seen as impossible, not. And after reading that, I reflected on my life. See, when you look at your life in hindsight, you know, thinking about like things that you've wanted to do and you've been able to achieve them, you know. And I think I looked at that and I was like, oh my God, I'm able to make impossible things happen in my life, you know. So, Kgau Lepara, because at the time I was called what Kgau Vox because I was mainly a sessionist, you know. I think I was still growing in my sound. And then I decided, no, my stage name is Kgau Lepara. So yeah, and also I think it's more of how I look at myself as well. You know, I don't take myself lightly. And my para and care baba there like so when me to para I'm playing it present and like I feel like that's me most of the time, you know. So yeah. It varies. Whenever like I'm booked for a gig, I kind of pay attention to like what the gig is about, what they're celebrating, you know, and I pick songs based on that most of the time. But also, I used to have a residency, and then with that, like it'll really be spontaneous, like on the spot type of stuff, you know. So with like gigs that have been like booked prior, I'm able to prepare around the gig and sort of say a message in the songs that I pick, cover songs. And to be quite truthful with you, like I've only been doing a lot of covers because I started out as a session musician, you know, so with session, people like hearing what they're familiar with, you know, so that was the whole idea around that, like, and me being comfortable behind the mic, you know. But the more I write my own songs, you know, I infuse that a lot in my set and I pick songs like that will accommodate my original as well. Yeah. So the more I grow, the more, you know, it affects the picking and I wanted to feel honored more than anything, you know, because I remember like seeing Lira music videos, and she danced like in her dress, you know, it looked like she was floating, you know. So more than anything, like I wanted to feel honored because it's like seeing images like that on TV as a young kid, you know, and was amateur and I'm seeing that and it kind of becoming well, okay, I can also do that, you know. So I wanted to feel honored more than anything. Should we sing a song together? Let's sing sometimes together then. Can we do that?
Okay.
Sometimes. Which part do you know? La 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 la. Sometimes. Okay. Sometimes. Oh, sometimes it was a state of mind, you know, at a point in time. So when I wrote the song, I was working a 9-5 that I hated, and I was really just speaking out things into existence, because there's a part where I think I'm talking about you being worthy of everything that you want, you know. And yes, I think sometimes also as me realizing a lot of things like about myself, the fact that I'm too nice, you know, because I think the opening line is people think I'm stupid because I'm extremely kind. You know, that's my reality sometimes, you know, sometimes. But yeah, and around the time when I was writing the song, I was listening to a lot of Aries and Mesh beats. I think Fire in the Water is the name of the album. And I was listening to a song titled Medusa. And then I noticed that they used a dollar sign. And then I was like, actually, let me do that for my song. And yeah, I think inspiration came like around that in terms of the dollar sign. And I think more than anything, sometimes was me introducing myself in the game, you know, like saying, oh, okay, I'm Kgau Lepara, I'm from Pretoria, I sing about this shit, and you know, like sometimes I think I sing in Vinek, you know, this is me, this is my brand, and I'm in the game more than anything, or as a statement, you know. So yeah, that's sometimes. When I perform, actually, can I tell you guys something funny? Like seconds before, like I start singing, that's when I'm freaking out the most. But I think what makes me relaxed is focusing on bringing quality when I'm on stage. You know, focusing on doing better than I did the last time I performed. You know, so I think that's what makes me relax. Doing better than I did the last time. I'd be proud of the fact that they stepped out of their comfort zone and did it anyway, you know, because it takes quite a lot of courage to just start singing, you know. So I respect the fact that they chose my song to step out of their comfort zone like that, you know. Yeah.